The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 11 more on that one and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Justin Fields, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. With Taylor to begin the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there. But I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he is going to have a Colts first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. The Colts at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. throw here. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And now the rookie's free. The 40. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. But no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick-6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That's good for 28 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
1st and 10, Taylor now. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 55 rushing yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line. Running left, Taylor. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor with career touchdown number 75. And the Colts have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple, because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Play action. It's Fields. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Fields on first down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. They're just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. This is Smith with a grab. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 33. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And the Colts pick it up. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now back to throw. And this one is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, trying to atone for it here on this drive. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. They'll go again with Sanders. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Off play action, Fields. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Gaines, up and good. And it's going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Take it in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. He'll check this one down to Taylor. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And the coverage Fields terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And a throw for Pittman is intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Bishop. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Fields hit and the ball is loose. And the Colts pick it up. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Past the 20. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And a big turning point here in the 2nd half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Extra point by Gay is up and going. And will make this a 4-point game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
And Brandon, I would say they have a mission on this drive, and bottom line is protect the football. Just put together something that they can let the last drive go. Yeah, it was a bad play. They gave up points, but that doesn't mean it has to go that way the rest of this ball game. Do what you do best on offense and try and put the ball in the end zone yourself.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. But today's NFL, you know, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance traveled or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when you're trying to hit a guy in stride that far downfield, there's nothing easy about it. But he sure made it look easy there.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Colts are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So that a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. But all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's got room. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 96 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They're going to look to throw. This one finds Pierce on the out route. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. To the right side, this is Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Taylor. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 108 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Running right, here's Sanders. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Another run with Sanders. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Rolling to his right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Fields going to keep it once more. On 1st down, Bishop. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Bishop. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. One play action. Fields. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Colts are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout, Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the... And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Colts have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. The drive will start with an option going left. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. To throw on 2nd and 6. Fields. His throw incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They run once more with Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking up play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Gay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Indianapolis, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns.